Hey gang, welcome back to Joe Daddy's Garage. Today's video, it's going to be a little different because I'm making changes here at my shop, probably on my channel, and how I'm moving forward with everything that I do. I posted a question a week or so ago on just a comment thing on my YouTube page, and it was asking the question, why do I not get enough views? As in, I have 67,000 plus subscribers. I have well over 1,000 videos on YouTube, and the content that I create is pretty detailed and very beneficial for a lot of people. And I've gotten some great responses from that. Some were ugly responses that, I'll be quite honest, were kind of hard to take. Some were brutal in effect and almost an attacking type of thing, so I deleted some of those. I don't need to have that kind of input. What I was looking for is genuine input from people. And what I found was some people will say that my videos are too long, some will say they're too short, some will say they're repetitive, some are very happy with what I do and how I do it, but I can't make everybody happy. So what I'm going to do is make me happy. Just put it that way. So I made some changes here in the shop already. If you remember, I had posted some videos about my brother's Studebaker. And that was a kind of a burden, let's say, because I bought that Studebaker with the intent of restoring it, or at least making it drivable, and kind of as a memory to my brother. The reality is, it was too much pressure. It was too much for me to think about. It was too much monetarily, and I couldn't justify the cost. And I know I couldn't make myself actually drive that car. That was his car, that was his dream, and that's basically where I left it. So what I've done is I've sold the car to a family friend that I've known for decades. He is actually the one that painted the car back in probably 78, 79. And it's in his hands now. He's going to get it running. He's going to make it work and make it drivable. And I will try to post any kind of updates with that as they come to me. So that frees up some space here in the garage. And I'm trying to make everything better overall. Another thing that I'm doing, if you saw in the little opening here, is I have my dune buggy, and I've decided to sell it, and hopefully I can find a buyer for that and get it also out of my inventory of stuff. Now, moving forward, what I really plan to do is continue making videos on YouTube, but more than likely my videos won't be as long or as detailed. I've decided that Patreon is a much better avenue for me. YouTube takes too much revenue from what I do, and a lot of creators are realizing that YouTube is just about themselves. You know, if you don't meet their standards, if you don't meet the algorithm, if you don't put out material often enough, then they're not going to promote you. They're not going to help you make any kind of money, and obviously they want to make money, and that's their goal. So the reality is YouTube takes half of whatever creators make. That's a big cut for just having a video service, let's say. And I've decided that I'm going to focus more on my patrons and my Patreon account. So moving forward, I will make shorter videos on YouTube. There will be details in there still. There will be coverage of what I'm doing, but the longer, more detailed videos will be on Patreon. Now, I'll point out, if you're interested in Patreon, there are different levels of access. And if you join at the $3 level, you're going to get basic access to what I put out. Anybody who is at the higher levels, $5 and up, will get more access as it goes, and it's up to you if you want to do that or not. I'm not forcing anybody to join Patreon. I have a great group of people on there. I think I have 150 or 60 people that follow me, and to be honest, I can make more money off of Patreon than I can off of YouTube, so that is why I'm doing this. So that's just the reality of it. Everybody has their things to deal with in life. There's bills to pay, there's things to do, and I have to do what's right for me and, of course, my wife and my family. So that is where I'm at this point. If you're interested in becoming a patron, there is a link in the description below. As with any of my videos that I've put out in the last couple years, I put links in the descriptions down below for various things. One is Patreon, one is an Amazon link, one is access to discount codes for the welder and stuff that I use, maybe Evolution power tools. So take advantage of that if you can, and if you're buying something in that nature, then I get a little percentage of whatever you buy. It's just the way it works. I don't promote stuff that I don't like, and I don't feel like I sell myself out in that respect. Some YouTubers, they don't care. They'll promote anything just because they can make some money on it and not worry about it later. I don't want to do that. So I try to make sure that everything I endorse is something that I actually like to use, and I trust that company. But as it is, the Studebaker's gone. I did a road trip this past Monday. I drove it up to Pennsylvania, dropped it off, and spent a little time with family. Drove back on Wednesday. Today is Thursday, and I'm cleaning up the shop and getting the dune buggy hopefully ready to sell. Somebody's supposed to come by today and take a look at it, and if they make me a good offer, it's theirs and they can have it. I will continue to try to downsize some of the stuff that I'm doing, but I also want to make sure that my viewers are content for the most part. I can't make any promises as to how this all will end up, but it is what it is at this point. So once again, thank you for watching, and especially thank you to my patrons. As this list rolls through, you can see the names of the people that help me out, and I do appreciate them probably more than anything at this point. They help me keep making these videos, and I want to make sure they're taken care of. That'll be it for this video, and until next time, take care of yourselves. See ya. So just a quick follow-up on that previous segment. The dune buggy is sold, so it's gone, and of course, as I said, the Studebaker is no longer here. And also I had the engine and transmission back here, so that gave me some space to move everything slightly to the rear. There's still a little organizing that I want to do to make sure I take advantage of this space, but let me tell you, this feels a lot better now that I can walk in here and not have to shuffle around things and try to squeeze between things to get to parts and tools and whatnot. So I am happy with my decision, and I'm going to keep moving forward.